Poltergeist from 1982.
The great year of 1982, the greatest year of genre cinema ever.
There you go. And this is such a memorable movie, such an 80s classic.
I love it.
Carol Ann, don't go into the light! Carol Ann, don't go into the light! Peekaboo!
The reason why this film works is the brilliant casting and performance of the family.
Yeah, amazing.
In particular, Craig T. Nelson as the dad, and Jo Beth Williams as the unbelievably fit Poltergeist mum.
Oh.
Right? Poltergeist mum is just a bomb. And
I couldn't wait to get round to this bit of the discussion. I was thinking, I watched it with my wife actually, and I don't know if you ever get this when you watch something with your wife. You get to, I think when you're younger, you don't say these things, but sometimes you find yourself on the verge of saying, and luckily you hold back, like to your own wife, fucking hell, she's really fit, isn't she? Do you know what I mean? Do you ever say that? Do you ever say that to your missus?
Do you know what, right? This is one of these films and one of these characters and one of these actresses and one of these performances.
Those legs, mate. Those legs in that T-shirt. Wow.
No, whenever you talk about Poltergeist mum, it doesn't matter what the sex of the person is you're talking to. If they know that film well, they're like, yeah, Poltergeist mum.
But listen, I watched this film a hell of a lot when I was young. And the reason I know that now is that I haven't watched it for years. But as soon as I watched it, you know, I sort of, Poltergeist, I remember seeing it. As soon as I started watching it, it was one of those films that I remembered everything and I remembered little details and I knew what was happening next. Like when the clown appears behind him, for instance.
Yeah.
Many other bits where you're thinking, oh, fucking hell, I remember this, I remember that. But going back to the mum, that when I was younger, I did not identify her as fit. So I think I must have been pretty young because now I'm 45 and I'm thinking, holy moly. As you get older, you rewatch films and you consider people who, when you were younger, you watch, you think, it's just the mum. She's an old woman. Suddenly you're watching it and you're an old man. You're like, the mum's all right in this, isn't she? At the end, I said to my wife, God, what do you think of her? Because we were sitting there. I call it almost like the epilogue of the film because this is one of those films with a double ending, right?
This was one of the first films that really popularised that sort of thing.
So it ends and you think, that's good, it's all over. Although you kind of see it coming, you think, hang on, they're being a bit too fucking casual here, but whatever, we'll get onto that. And then she comes back in the epilogue and she's had a bath and you've already seen her in the bath and you think, those are incredible legs. Right, and then she gets out of the bath and she's sitting on the bed in this long, iconic. In fact, I'm considering creating them and putting them on our store. Right, and she's sitting there and she's brushing her hair with these incredible legs out the bottom of her oversized American football T-shirt. And I go to her, and it's like the elephant in the room because it's spellbinding. It is spellbinding, and I'm sorry. Jesus, she is sexy. And I went, what do you think of her? And there was a pause. And my wife looked at me and I said, her hairstyle. Because my wife often has an opinion on the hairstyle of the It's incredible. And then she went, I must admit, I love everything about her look. And I thought, so do I, mate.
If you've seen our top 10 movie arseholes of the 80s list, which you should have done, at about, I think it was at number 7, I think I put them in. At number 7 in that list is the pervy builders from Poltergeist.
We could do a whole separate podcast just on the builders. The builders in this, I mean, I am...
they are terrible.
I am astonished by the conduct of these builders. I've had some run-ins with builders in my time. On the whole, builders are fantastic, but you get them, you invite them into your house. Sometimes they can be disrespectful or whatever. These guys, I don't know if this is what it was like in America, because they're not, to me and to you, and I think to anyone watching this film here in Britain, you think the behaviour of these builders, I would say, is almost as bad as the behaviour of the Poltergeist. right?
Yeah. There's two villains in this film.
Yeah, the film could almost be as much about the builders as it is about the poltergeist. Yeah, and yet the reaction to the poltergeist is completely appropriate. They cry, they scream, they are distraught. But when the builders do the most incredibly outrageous and offensive things, they don't react. They just say, "Ha ha, lads." Yeah. And I'm just thinking, no, not lads. They just perved in front of you on your teenage daughter. A minute ago, he reached in your fucking kitchen window, right? Ate some of the food that was cooking on the stove. And if I'm correct, Bruce, I think that he leans in and she's got something like a chili, I think, cooking on the stove.
It looks like a chili, doesn't it?
And there's a spoon in it, a wooden spoon. He lifts the spoon out with his head through the window, takes a mouthful, then he puts the spoon back in, mate. So it's got his fucking builder saliva in it, right?
Which, as we know, is one of the worst types of saliva. I believe that's...
Yeah, it would be all full of tobacco, right?
Sugary tea.
Sugar, yeah. And she comes in, catches him out and she laughs it off, right? And I'm thinking, listen, lady, you are asking for trouble. He doesn't feel at all embarrassed. No. Next thing, he is really, really not subtly, he's openly perving in your garden over your daughter, and the mum clocks that and laughs about it. Yeah. I mean, there's something not right here. She's been smoking too many of the funny fags, mate.
She has, yeah. I mean, that is strange. And then I was thinking to myself, I guess the background to that is that they are obviously builders that work for the company that the husband works for. Oh, so he might vaguely know them. He's probably like, the guys are coming in to build this. Yeah, so they've got that little bit of familiarity. So they're kind of like, they've got that familiarity, because that's the thing, they seem a bit overly familiar.
But they're exploiting that familiarity.
Nevertheless, they're exploiting the familiarity. That's why they're arseholes. And also, even better, I'm wondering, and without you sort of lurching onto the keyboard and the IMDb, did you notice who one of the pervy builders is?
No, go on, tell me.
It's Billy from Predator.
Oh yes, I did. Sorry, I did. I said to my wife, I said, "Look, that's him from Predator." I did see.
Did you? Yeah.
Who in Predator plays someone who's a Native American, right? Yeah. And of course, in this film,
he plays a pedophile.
The ending scene of this movie, it's like emotional rollercoaster. You're drained, you're exhausted, it's been insane. How are they going to end it? And they move into his Holiday Inn.
The best punchline in history.
I mean, it really is, isn't it? I mean, you're sitting there thinking, this film is masterful, right? Yeah, yeah. And you're just dwelling on that thing that's coming to an end. This is masterful. What's it got left? And then they end it. They've got this full stop of him just rolling the TV set out onto the balcony, giving it a little look. It's the look he gives it. It's just fuck off.